Hey everybody, let's talk about protesting your property taxes. If you've never done it before, if you have questions, we're going to dive into this right now. So the first question, should you protest your property taxes? The short answer is yes. Every year you should protest it. We want that value to be as low as possible because the lower that number is, the more you're going to save on property taxes. Now, one big misconception that we get a lot is that people think if they protest their value down, that when they go to sell their house isn't worth as much. These are two totally different things. This is your county appraisal district, what they are taxing your house at, the appraised value. When you go to sell your house, that is the true market value of your house. That is completely based on supply and demand, what things are selling for in your neighborhood. So the two numbers are not truly connected. So you want to protest that value and try to keep it as low as you can. So you probably got your appraisal in the mail here recently, and it's got two values on it. It has what it calls your market value, which is what they think your house would have sold for on January 1st of this year. And then you have your appraised value. If you have a homestead, then those two values may not be the same. The market value of your home might have gone up, but if you have a homestead on your property, it is capped at going up 10% a year. So on my personal home, my market value is way higher than my appraised value because it can only go up so much. If you don't have a homestead, if it's an investment property or any other piece of property you own, those two numbers are going to be the same thing. So that's one thing to clarify right there. Now, how can we help you? If you think your house has been overvalued, we can go and pull sales from the previous year, the year you're being taxed on, and see if what you're being charged is fair with what other houses were selling for in your neighborhood. If it's not, if your house is appraised higher than what things were sold for, then you want to file a protest, and we can provide you comps to help use as data when you're protesting that value. So you can attach these comps with your letter of protest. And if you live in Harris County or Fort Bend County, the deadline to file your protest is May 15th. So it's coming up here in about a month. You don't have a ton of time. If you're in one of the surrounding counties, just go to your county appraisal district website and see when your deadline is and make sure you get it submitted by then. A few things can happen after you submit that protest. You might get a response back saying, we agree to lower your value to X amount. They might say, sorry, we're not changing it. That happens quite a bit. Or they might ask you to come in for a hearing, which is where you actually come in before a panel and you basically say the same thing you said in your protest. My house is valued at this when other homes in my neighborhood are only selling at this much. And hopefully you can get it lowered. Like I said, it's probably something you want to try to do every year, because it just saves you money on property taxes. So no reason to not do it. It's pretty quick and easy. If you have to go into that hearing, that's really the only time that it would take you out of your day to try to protest it. But it's good to protest them every single year. So if you have questions or you want to protest your own property value and you need some help, reach out to us. We are happy for free to just do a quick check and see what homes sold for in your neighborhood. And if we have comps that you can use as data when you file your protest, we're happy to provide those to you. If you have any other questions about your appraised value or anything real estate related, of course, we are always here to help.